First part, we need to set up your notebook. Okay, I require a composition notebook. My preference is college ruled. It could be 80 sheets or 100 sheets. That should be plenty for what we need. On the cover, at a minimum, you need to put your name on it so when I find it in my room, I know who to get it back to really quickly. And just as a reminder to let us know what it's about, put your class or classes. Some of you are in more than one of my classes. It's okay if you use one notebook. If you want to get two, that's fine too. This is your notebook, okay? If you're taking two classes, you might use the front half for one and the back half for the other one, or get another one completely. Your decision. Doesn't matter. I just want you to capture notes. This spine over the year will come undone. I have a wide variety of duct tape, so I would like you to put duct tape on the spine to strengthen it. So when we're getting notebooks set up and ready to go, that's going to be one of the things you need to do. All right, moving on. On the first page, when you open up your composition book, I want you to put your name and your class or classes that you're using this for, and a quote that you like. That's at a minimum. You can go crazy and decorate this any way you want. Some people love like washi tape and all kinds of different colors. Go for it. It's your notebook. All right. There will be things that you do need to be tidy because you're writing this for an audience, not just for you. All right. But that front cover, when we open it up, again, your name, classes, and a quote you like. Now, the thing that people hate doing, I want you to number all the pages, but let's do it a fast way. So you're going to open your notebook up like this, and then at the top right or the top bottom, you pick whichever you think is better. Number all the pages, and all we are trying to do is give us a way to find information in your notebook where it's located. So if we have a page number, and it's within 2 pages right here, that's going to be plenty. So if you want to number using even numbers only, like 2, 4, 6, 8, that's fine. Or you can number 1, 2, 3, 4, and just know that that means these 2 pages together and go all the way through. So you're only going to write down 80 to 100 numbers, and that shouldn't take too long. But we do need a way to map it. Don't make the freshman mistake of doing about 20 pages and stopping and thinking, oh, I'll do that later when I get to it. No, when you get to it, you're going to be processing and you'll forget, and then you're going to end up with information that you can't map. So number all the pages before you do anything else. It doesn't take long, especially if you're only numbering the right side. The basic page layout, this is what I expect to see on your typical pages. At the top, you will have a descriptive title. In the middle, this is where all the things go, your notes, your diagrams, your reviews, all that sort of thing. And then at the bottom, about the last 1 or 2 lines, if you write down here, it gets really hard to read, so just skip that last 1 or 2 lines and make your notes easier to follow. This could also be places for people to witness, or to say that they saw your work, but I don't want you writing down here in general. My advice is that you put the notes on the page first, and then your title up here describes what is mostly on this page. All right, so that's what we want to do there. That's how most of your pages are going to be done. So I would see a title, all your notes, and a blank space at the bottom. Something else I want to point out is I started doing this a couple of years ago. Rather than building the dates in the text, what I've started doing is on the outer edge of the page, I write the date that I was working on these notes and put a box around it. And that helps me keep up with chronology. If you do this at least once a day as you're writing, when you're going back through, you can find all of that. You can kind of reconstruct when you were working on things. If you want to be super meticulous, you do this on every page. But I find it's real easy to find the date if it's on the outside in a box. You will need a table of contents. I have tried putting them at the beginning and at the end of my notebooks, and it works fine in either place. Just have it. That's the main thing. So if you're using a college ruled notebook, you'll have about 200 pages, but you don't need to have an entry for every page, and just unless you just want to be detailed like that. But if you have about 6 or so pages dedicated to table of contents, you will have plenty of space for your note for your table of contents to reference your key data, because a lot of times our notes are going to take up several pages, so it's okay just to put, pages whatever through whatever. That is this information. If you're using the two-page layout for your numbering, you may have multiple entries for the same page. All right. If you're using a wide-ruled notebook, there's about 16 lines per page, and that means you probably need about 8 pages or so dedicated to your table of contents. This is my recommended layout for a table of contents. Label it at the top, just put TOC, that's easy to understand and it's fast. If you want to write out table of contents, it's your notebook. I like to draw a line from the top to the bottom and put my page numbers here on the left and then descriptive titles on the right. I try to keep my titles clear enough to understand what I'm looking at, and then keep it on one line. And again, don't write at the very bottom. You don't do yourself any favor when you put page 4 notes, page 6 notes, page 7 notes. Be descriptive. All right. The table of contents. Put it at the beginning. Put it at the end. Reserve 6 to 8 pages, depending on how many lines are on your page.